inching closer toward the midway point of this NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports.
This fielded right at the goal line. And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26. Here come the Cardinals, and it is Kyler Murray from Oklahoma who leads them out.
And you've got to think that they've got to be feeling pretty fresh. You know, coming off of the open week, didn't have to play, right? Gives them a chance to rest up a little bit, heal some of those aches and pains, and excited about playing again. That really rekindles things a little bit. I want to see how they come out and establish themselves here early.
And that bye week coming right where they want it, in the middle of the schedule.
Murray's throw is caught here by Anderson.
Give him 3 there on the first play of the game, and it's second down. Now Murray. Catch is made by Marquise Brown. A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6. Just play number 3 here on the opening drive, and it's an early 3rd and 1. Here's Murray as he sets to throw it.
Got a man. It's McBride complete.
And he is going to have a Cardinals first down as they're able to convert on 3rd and short yardage with a gain of 4.
Well, these two teams, they met up way back in the season opener. And it was the visitors getting the win there, so they'll be looking for the sweep back here at home.
Now the throw pulled in by Anderson. So 5 yards here, 5 on the play. And that's going to bring up second down. Here's Murray. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down. Throwing now is Murray. Found his target. It's Anderson. And this will move the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the 49ers' 42. 3rd catch for him on this drive alone, and it'll give him a first down.
Well, that's not just his first, not his second, already his 3rd completion here on the opening drive. And I think it's safe to say that getting him the ball in this game, one of their top priorities.
And a top priority for the defense has got to be finding ways to cover him. And I don't think you can have one basic coverage to get it done. You have to throw a number of coverages at him, make him think as he's running downfield, and hope you can create a little bit of havoc.
To throw on 2nd and 10. Murray. And he's got it complete to Anderson. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. From the gun on 3rd down, Murray. Benjamin's got it. And this will move the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the 49ers' 28. The Cardinal passing game dialed in now. First down.
Solid opening drive so far, Charles. They've moved this football into field goal range, but you know that they want to cap this off with 6 and not 3.
Absolutely. As one of the better coaches in the league always tells me, on offense, I want to throw body blows all game long and finish it with uppercuts. Well, here are the body blows right now. He's hoping in one uppercut will take care of the end of this drive.
The former ASU Sun Devil, Eno Benjamin with it. Knifes his way forward here, but just 3 yards on the play. Second down. This defense for the Niners, they were terrific a week ago in the win over Seattle.
And I think our statistician, we ended up having to bring the blue tent and put it around him for a while because he was developing a hand injury from having to write down all the turnovers this team forced. 5, 6, 7, 8. Absolutely unbelievable. I hope he'll recover.
Meanwhile, Murray's throw pulled in by Hopkins. And they're going to get this down to about the 17-yard line here.
From the red zone, here's the Heisman Trophy winner, Murray. Throw left side complete. That's Brown.
And the Cardinals are going to be looking at 1st and goal as they move this down to the 4-yard line.
A lot of precision being shown on this opening drive. They've been methodical, they've been crisp, and as a reward, they're going to be set up with an early 1st and goal.
And they'll try the option on 1st and goal.
And he's maybe going to get this back to the 4, but that's about all.
This is Benjamin.
And he will push his way forward down to about the 3-yard line. The San Francisco defense trying to hold tough again. This is 3rd and goal. Here's Murray. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete. So it's been a long drive. They've held the ball for quite a while. Now what do you do here?
Well, to me, at this stage after this drive, this close to the goal line, 3 points would be a letdown. I'm going for it here.
Seibert's kick is good. And the Cardinals have the first points. It's 3-0.
So a long drive gets them down inside the 5, but ultimately they settle for just the field goal.
And I have to think that if maybe they were a yard closer, that would have made their decision tougher, and I think they likely would have gone for it. But in this situation, they just decided to take the 3, and I think it was a smart move.
So here are the Niners now to get their first drive.
They'll be led out by the former number 3 overall pick back in 2021. It's Trey Lance.
I tell you what, when he is on schedule for that week, secondaries take notice because you've got to stay alert back there on every snap. A truly powerful arm, one is capable of challenging any level of the defense on any given play. That's why so many scouts preach arm talent when preparing for the NFL draft. A quarterback with arm strength to make every throw in the book, he's an asset to have in any offense.
The drive starts with a completion left side. They'll wind up getting 7 on the play, and it'll be 2nd down.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
18 yards, 1st down Niners.
Well, I think when they look at their offense, they think to themselves, weapons, weapons everywhere, and they want to move the ball around. They want to spread it to different people, but you absolutely know they want to get this man involved as well, and that's what they just did on that play.
So into Cardinal territory now. It's 1st and 10 at the 47.
Lance looking to throw it.
And returns it right back to Samuel.
And they're going to get this to about the 44-yard line. The Niners at 6-1 now through 7 weeks of the season. They've been playing their best football of the year. Winners of 4 in a row.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
First carry for Christian McCaffrey. And some good tackling there as he stopped up at about the 41. 3 yards on the pickup. That's going to set up an interesting 3rd and about 4 to go.
Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
The Lance going to throw.
Hard throw, incomplete. So now on comes the field goal unit, and wow, this is no ordinary try here. So this will be spotted on the midfield logo. It's a 58-yard attempt. So the Cardinals offense back onto the field here for their 2nd drive of the game. Coming off every player's friend, the open week from last weekend.
Oh, there's no doubt about that. Even if you're coming off of a loss as they did, the open week is exactly what you need after you kind of get over it a little bit, right? Rest up the mind, rest up the body, get yourself ready to go. And they have to be eager to play again, especially since they lost the last time out.
Good job there keeping him to a short gain. Of course, he's coming off a really terrific performance, reigning NFC Defensive Player of the Week.
And I know people get caught up in, well, if you're the reigning Defensive Player of the Week, you must have made a bunch of spectacular plays. Like you mixed in a few of those, but most of the plays are just like we saw there. Keep them to short gains, make the fundamental tackle.
And the Niners get there and bring him down. Nick Bosa able to record his 5th sack of the season.
Now that was just absolute perfect man coverage. Nowhere for them to go with the football. Led to a sack, and that's really difficult to do in today's NFL with all these gazelles running around that you're trying to cover in the secondary.
So on 4th down, kicking it away here, Michael Pilardi. Call that a punt of 38 yards officially. And the Niners will go on offense. 1st and 10. Back out there comes the 49ers offense ready for their second drive. And they were in field goal range the last time out but couldn't connect.
And it's early in the game, so I don't think that the confidence just goes entirely out of, running your kicker back out there. But let's face it, some coaches have a little bit less patience for that than others. Let's see if they call the game differently now in terms of what they do on drives and not try and settle for field goals.
And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll leave them with a 2nd and just a few inches left.
Good, sure hands there from a guy not accustomed to catching a whole lot of passes. But how about the way he was able to pull that one in and pick up good yardage?
On 2nd and very short, Lance. Firing quickly, but it's incomplete.
Oh, man, that was close. The opportunity to change momentum, big play, right in his hands, unable to come down with it.
A sigh of relief, no doubt, on offense that fell harmlessly to the ground. Lance going to try and throw on 3rd down here. And he fumbled it. It's on the ground. And the Cardinals have got it. Going the other way. And he'll get this back to the 32-yard line. We know he's got the speed to get downfield, Charles, but there's the negative side. A little loose with the football that time.
And that's normal, especially when you have his type of talents, because you feel like you're into the open field and maybe you don't feel the people who are around you or closing in. All quarterbacks have to do extra ball security drills with the way the game's played now, because defenses, they attack the football as much as they attack the runner.
Following that fumble recovery, it's Murray. Completes it to Benjamin. And he'll be taken down at about the 22-yard line. Clock running, under a minute to go now here in a fast-moving first quarter. On 2nd and inches, Murray. This ball complete into the hands of Anderson across the middle. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. 18 yards there, and it'll be a 1st and goal.
And remember, this drive started off following the turnover, and they've taken no time working their way down the short field. A nice connection there, and now they're looking at a 1st and goal.
On 1st down, Benjamin. So a good spin move, but not a whole lot to show after as he's taken down. 3-0 after 1 on EA Sports. They'll let the fullback try and take him home. And he'll take this one in for the Arizona touchdown. Alec Ingold, his first touchdown on the year. And they are able to add on to their advantage. And that's why you have the fullback, Charles. Couldn't get it in the play before with the smaller guy. Turned to a little more power. They score.
And now has to warm the hearts of a lot of old school football fans. They love when they get to see a little bit of power football.
Extra point by Seibert, up and good. And the lead grows to 10-0. A drive there of just 4 plays. And it winds up in a touchdown for Arizona. The Cardinals set now to kick this one away, and off we go. And no thought to bring this one out. He'll just go down to a knee, and they'll take over at the 25. And San Francisco gets set to go here. Last time out, they had the fumble. That led to the touchdown. Not a great look on either side of the ball as the defense gave up the points too, Charles. But they've got to take care of the football and do better here on this possession.
It's certainly been a tough stretch, partner, for both of those units, and they kind of put their defensive mates in a really tough spot there by dropping the ball on the ground. But an easy way to make it up to them, get out there now and get some points on this drive.
Yeah, this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30. The Cards going nickel. An extra defensive back out there now on third down. And Lance now to throw. And that will be incomplete. Hunter Nicewander on to punt now on fourth down. He was called on 3 times in the win last week as his first one here's away. Now a hit and a loose football.
And that's what friends are for.
As the returner, you know who you're buying dinner for later.
Oh, without a doubt, because he just took care of you and your team in a big way. You know, you turned it over there. That's a big momentum changer and put your defense in a bad spot.
Arizona getting ready to go as they take the field. The offense coming back out here. Plenty of energy, ready to roll, looking to just add to what they have been doing after scoring a touchdown, Charles, their last time out.
And that's a great feeling to have on the sideline, partner, knowing you just won the battle against the opposing defense. And since they came off the field, I'll guarantee you all they want to do is get back out there because they know they have the upper hand on that defense right now.
And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on third down. Murray now. Flush to his right. That's incomplete, but there is a flag down, so hang on. A big call coming on third down. So instead of giving them another third down, they'll decline it, brings up 4.
Now, that's smart football right there. You don't even have to really spend a lot of time considering it. Just know that you're probably going to get the ball back. Good job declining that penalty.
Oh, a heck of a move.
Man.
It's a 47-yard punt, but they did give up 10 on the return. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. Lance and the 49ers now. 1st and 10 at the 33-yard line. And he'll start by handing this off to McCaffrey. Tackled by Isaiah Simmons.
Oh, that was a thing of beauty right there. Look at how quick those blockers fired off the line once the ball was snapped. That was an O-line on a mission, all in sync, and the defense is lucky that play only picked up 5 yards.
And he's going to be stopped up quickly here. Just a yard up to the 39. The Niners on third down. 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This is 3rd and 4. And Lance will have the first down as he's able to slide to avoid the contact there at the end of the play. On 1st and 10, here's Lance. And this one's incomplete. An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. McCaffrey running up the middle. And he'll be brought down at the 50 after a gain of about 5.
Even though they gave up more than they wanted to on that play, it actually illustrates how well they bottled him up throughout the game because that was his longest run of this contest.
And this is going to be incomplete. And here's Hunter Nicewander now. And you can't do it much better than that. This ball kicks out of bounds at the 4-yard line.
Let's go old school there. That's absolutely a great coffin corner punt. Someone's put some time in working on that, hasn't it?
Seems like every year these guys get better and better. It's amazing how they can command that football through the air.
Yeah, they used to actually practice with hula hoops where they...
And he goes down. It's a sack. They get him back at his own 3-yard line. The sack cost him only a yard. It's 2nd and 11. On the ground, Benjamin. And he's going to be taken down shy of the 5-yard line. The second down play, not much better than the first. Just a gain of 1 there. Facing the prospect of a punt from their own end zone, they need some cushion. Let's see what they can do on third down. And that is incomplete. Here's Michael Pilardi now as he's on to punt for Arizona. And he's able to get it out of there. Oh, look at the juke. It's a return of 4 following a 42-yard punt. And this offense will take over right at the midfield stripe with a 1st and 10. From midfield, here's Lance. Now Lance unable to escape, and down he goes.
It'll only be a loss of a couple, but the pressure gets home on first down. On second down, McCaffrey.
And he's fortunate to get anything from that. Give him a yard up to the 49. We're backed up here. Tough spot, needing 11 yards to pick up the first. Throwing is Lance on third down.
And that's going to be incomplete. The contact there enough to jar that ball free, and it brings up fourth down.
Hunter, nice wander on a punt as he sends this one away.
He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. And that'll hit at the 5 and go into the end zone for a touchback. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense.
These guys definitely hoping for a better showing than their last appearance. They couldn't really even move the football much beyond the shadows of their own goalpost, Charles. We'll see if they can get a better, more sustained drive going here.
Yeah, and every team that we ever talk to says the exact same thing. When you start a drive from that deep in your own territory, the goal is a minimum of at least 2 first downs, because even if you have to punt then, you change the field position, right? You flip the field a little bit. They didn't get that done. This time they want to string together a nice drive and help themselves out.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Murray now to throw. Throwing middle, but it's incomplete. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. To throw is Murray. And the catch made by Hopkins. And this will move the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the 49ers 42. Now Murray again. And down he goes. The 49ers get there. Nick Bosa. That is now 2 sacks for him here in this first half. On second down now, Benjamin. And nowhere really to go there. He'll take this up just shy of midfield. 7th play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on third down. Murray going to throw. This will be caught by Brown. And he can only manage to take the football to the 40, and that is well shy of the first down marker. And this is good from 57 yards out. That was bombs away right there. And that will extend their lead even further.
That also a career-long kick for the veteran, Charles.
Yeah, how about what he just got done there? We always knew he had a big leg, but how about everything coming together perfectly on that one? Great leg swing, and bang that one through.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. They find themselves down 13-0 here as they try to get things started offensively. 1st and 10.
And he works his way forward to pick up 4 yards there. 2nd down.
2nd and 6, just inside the 30.
On play action, Lance.
On the move to his left. And that is incomplete. So after the 2nd down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6.
Throwing now is Lance.
And he will slide to a stop. He does have the first down. A strong 8 yards will keep this drive rolling. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Up the gut, McCaffrey. And this will be good for a pickup of 9 to the 46. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football.
And just a yard to go here on 2nd down. Here's Lance. That's complete. It's Brandon Ayuk. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work this to the 45.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. This is caught inside the 15.
And he'll go out of bounds inside. I believe they buzzed down. They're going to take another look at this play with all reviews coming from the replay official here in the final 2 minutes of the half. Did he keep those feet in bounds? That's the question they've got to decide. And I got to say, watching it in real time, it was awfully close.
Yeah, it certainly looked like a heck of a catch because he didn't appear to bobble it, which could complicate things. But even with the benefit of replay, that's pretty tight.
Well, here's the call. From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. Working from the gun, Lance.
A quick throw, but incomplete. So another incompletion there. He's hitting on fewer than half his pass attempts in this one, and that is not a winning formula.
Yeah, so let's make sure we give a little bit of credit to the defense here. They're giving him a lot to think about, a lot of different looks, and he seems a little bit confused trying to complete passes.
Play number 9 set to come here on the drive on 3rd and 2.
Now Lance. That'll be caught by Ayuk. Touchdown 49ers. Brandon Ayuk, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Niners have cut it back within a score.
Rosas good with the extra point, and it's now 13-7. Now after the touchdown, here's Rosas on to kick it away.
This one fielded at the 5. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line.
Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. It was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You can never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity.
Murray now on 1st down.
He'll get this complete to Rondale Moore.
Now the Cards going to call another timeout, their 2nd, as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. To throw, it's Murray. And he'll go right back to Moore, complete again.
And they're going to move it down to inside the 25. Working with a 2nd and 3.
Murray to air it out again. It's complete to Hopkins. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. Now the offense will burn their 3rd and final timeout as they stop it with 16 seconds to go in half number 1. Back to throw again. Flushed out. Murray fighting. Lost the football. But I think a Cardinal was able to gain possession, yes. So they will hold on to the ball. So we reach halftime here in Glendale with the Cardinals.
Message received here. No need to wait. We're going to skip halftime and get right back to the action. Here comes the 3rd quarter. This one fielded at the 5. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway.
Well, out of the locker rooms here they come. Their first drive of the 3rd quarter. And, Charles, they're trailing in this ball game, but we got a tight one and set up to be a very entertaining 2nd half.
And as we know, partner, in the NFL, there's trailing and there's trailing, right? Sometimes you're discouraged by how much you're down, but in this case, this is a tight ball game, so there's a sense of optimism here. I think they went into half and looked at their play sheet and said, these are the plays we really like. What do you say we use them to start the 2nd half and get us going?
They run the option here on 1st and 10.
And he'll push this forward only to about the 42-yard line. 2 yards the gain on the keeper, and it's 2nd down.
Typically on the read option play, when we talk about responsibilities, we're talking about what the quarterback has to go through. How about the inside linebacker, though? His job on this play, shadow the quarterback and hold him to a short gain. Did it to perfection.
From the shotgun to McCaffrey.
And he'll be tackled at the 45 following a gain of just 2. They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains. Here's Lance to throw it.
Open man is Samuel, complete. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. Here comes the 49ers punter now, as he'll punt it away for the 4th time today. And no return possible here as they angle this one out of bounds. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. The drive will start with an option going left. And he'll fight forward to about the 27-yard line. Only a yard on the keeper, and it'll be 2nd down. And he stopped immediately there. They'll come up now on a 2nd and long after the hold. Shotgun now from Murray. And this is Ertz with it, right side. That's a gain of 11. Would have been a 1st down if not for that penalty moments ago. An extra DB for the 49ers now on 3rd. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. Finding his safety valve here. That's complete. And oh, he's just going to be short here, barely. Maybe by a half a foot. It'll be 4th and inches. Pilardi now on to punt as he sends this one away. Call that a 41-yard punt, 6 yards on the return. And out will come the offense as they take over. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And our game's hit a little bit of a lull here, a little bit of a snag. Punts on back-to-back drives.
And old school coaches don't necessarily mind that. Didn't turn it over, right? Didn't create a big play for the other team. Right now what you're looking for is, can you gain an advantage in field position? And that's what both teams are seeking right now.
Yeah, they'll be seeking to gain that advantage here on this drive. These guys have punted 4 times already, and they're staring at a 5th, barring a conversion here on 3rd down.
To throw, it's Lance. And this pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on 3rd down, as that was not an easy one to hold on to.
And he deserves a bronze leg as he gets this one away. It'll be a 47-yard punt with a net of 40 following a 7-yard return. And the Cards will take over, 1st and 10. Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. And he'll maneuver his way forward for about 4. 2nd and 6. Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. On play action, it's Murray. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Now that last sack puts Murray and the Cards in a tough spot, 3rd and long. They'll look to throw here.
Murray has it knocked loose, fumble.
And fantastic field position has them just outside the 10 at the 11-yard line in the red zone.
Now a 1st and 10 at the 11.
Following the fumble recovery, Lance.
And that, nearly picked off. Well, it would have been a great time for their first interception of the game. Instead, it's 2nd down.
On 2nd and 10, Lance. They'll set up the screen to McCaffrey. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. They haven't made much of this great starting field position they had. Here's 3rd and 6. Back to throw. Lance complete to the tight end Kittle over the middle of the field. So give him 5 yards there on the pitch and catch. And that'll bring up 4th down. Rosas' kick is good. And that will cut the lead back down to 3 at 13-10.
So kind of disappointing there. I mean, yes, they get the 3, but with starting field position like that, 3's not what you're banking on.
No, and you just have to wonder if you can afford to let chances like that continue to pass you by. You've got to find ways to get the ball into the end zone and put 6s on the scoreboard.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30. Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. Anderson loses the football. And his crew will take over with a football at the 35-yard line.
Whenever I see a team turn it over on back-to-back drives, fumbles on their last 2, I know one person's blood pressure who is starting to rise, and that's the head coach.
Absolutely. And when's it going to go down? When they stop fumbling?
When they stop fumbling and after he's assessed the game film, and only if they manage to win the game.
2nd down and right back to McCaffrey. They juked him. That's some strong running there as he's down just shy of the 20 on the edge of the red zone. 57 yards rushing for him now as he's carried it 13 times. Davis Price on 1st and 10. Tyler Shelvin there on the stop. The 1st down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. From the gun, it's Lance. That is caught by the tight end, Kittle. Touchdown, 49ers. From 17 yards out. And the 49ers have taken the lead here in this 3rd quarter. PAT up and good by Rosas. And that will make this a 4-point game. So that drive, 4 plays. And it all ends with a George Kittle touchdown. And not willing to risk another fumble. He'll sit on this one. It's a touchback. Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. And they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, you had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. They'll run again with Benjamin. And this time he's not going anywhere. They'll get him down right at the line of scrimmage. 3rd quarter of a tight football game as we come up on a 2nd and 10. Here's Murray. And that one off the mark behind him, incomplete.
The coverage keyed in on him since that last completion his way. He earned a little more attention on that route, and that made it a lot tougher to get a clean throw his way.
And he'll go down to the ground at the 39, and obviously that's well short of the 1st. Here's Michael Pilardi now, as he's on for the 5th time here today. They'll get 9 yards on the return there following a punt of 42. And they will take over 1st and 10. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. They start on the ground with McCaffrey. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. Give him 13 yards on the opening play of the drive and also give him a 1st down. Back to the ground on 1st. It's McCaffrey. And he'll be brought down on what's going to turn out to be the final play of this 3rd quarter. 3 quarters in the books. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. On 2nd and very short, Lance. And that is knocked away in the middle of the field and incomplete. The Niners on 3rd down. They've had a lot of chances, but not much success, converting only 3 times. They're looking at 3rd in the nose of the football. And he has the 1st down yardage before they bring him down right at the 45. So into Cardinal territory now. It's 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line.
This is McCaffrey on the give. And he is going to lose yardage here. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. Looking to throw. Lance. That's going to be caught by Samuel. So the completion good for just 3. And 3rd and 8 now.
Oh, it's time to give a little credit there to the defense. They played that very well because it was a drag route, and he ran it a little shallower than normal as he worked straight across the field. He was hoping he'd get lost behind the defensive line. But once he made the catch, nowhere to turn upfield and gain any yardage.
And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Cardinals' 31-yard line. The drive stays intact with a pickup of 13.
Well, that's a defensive coordinator's got to be happy with that result. They took away all options downfield and forced the incompletion.
On first down, this is McCaffrey. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. This drive's taken more than 3 minutes off the clock already as they come up on 2nd down.
2nd down, here's Davis Price.
And here's another tackle made at the line, so they're converging well on the football now. Well, this drive, they're a perfect 2 of 2 on 3rd down conversions, but they need a full 10 yards here.
And a dangerous throw there as that's knocked down and incomplete.
And his kick is good. Not by much. It was leaking oil in the end, but he tucks it in the bottom right corner. And that'll make this a 7-point game.
So that gets him a little bit of breathing room, but not much. And you have to think back to the field goal that he missed earlier. This would be a 2-score game right now if he had converted then.
And if you and I are thinking about it, you know he is as well, because in the back of his mind, he's thinking, I hope I get one more shot in an important spot. He just made that one. He wants one more later to truly make up for the earlier miss.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense.
Finding Ertz here on the out route. 2nd down and 3.
Throwing now is Murray. DeAndre Hopkins making the catch. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. Now Murray. And he finds his tight end. It's Ertz.
And he'll be hauled down at about the 30-yard line. The Charles, they're trying to protect this lead late. Those are the types of mistakes they could afford to go without.
About the last thing you want to give them is help in completing a comeback, which is exactly what that penalty does.
Escaping the pressure right. And all the way to the 2-yard line there before crossing over out of bounds. Good coverage downfield led to him taking off, picking up the first down on a 13-yard run. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona. A great play there.
His 2nd rushing touchdown on the year. And the Cardinals are an extra point away from tying this game here in the 4th.
Don't forget the extra point. It's up and good. And, partner, we've got a tie game here in the 4th. Fitting for what's been a tight ball game. We're all even at 20 now as the kick's away.
Taken at the goal line. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. Well, they just gave up the score to tie it. That's the bad news. The good news, plenty of time in this 4th quarter to try to grab that lead back.
And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. So into Cardinal territory now. It's 1st and 10 at the 47. Operating from the gun. Lance.
And he'll be brought down inside the 40-yard line. Now a play fake. Lance.
Minus 9 yards on the play, and now it's third down. Operating from the gun, Lance. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes.
A loss of 3 on the sack made by multiple defenders.
Here comes the 49ers punter now, as they're forced to kick for the 6th time today. And the fair catch is taken at about the 13-yard line here. They'll call that a 33-yard punt with no return. And the Cards are going to have the football with a 1st and 10 deep in their own territory. Pretty good results here on the first down run as he takes this forward for about 6. 6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. Here's Murray as he sets to throw it.
He'll get this to his running back, Benjamin.
And he'll go down just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. Throwing on first down is Murray.
He's got his man. That's Ertz downfield.
And he's going to be out up around the 45-yard line. They'll run on first down. Benjamin. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down. On 2nd and 7. Murray caught by the tight end Ertz.
And they'll get this down to around the 47-yard line.
A field goal from this spot likely out of the question. They've got to get closer here on 3rd down.
Finding Ertz again. And he is going to have a Cardinals first down. It's a gain of 6 that time on 3rd and 2. On the run is Benjamin.
And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. He'll have to deal with a 2nd and 14 now after the loss. Play action. Now it's Murray. Benjamin's got it.
And he'll be brought down on the other side of midfield at the 43.
Getting down to the good stuff. All tied with 2 minutes remaining on EA Sports. So the Cardinals, they've got the football here as we get you reset. And they're facing a big 3rd down now in this tie ball game. And he got blown up. Losing yardage on the play back at the 44. And now right out of the 2-minute break, we'll get a timeout used defensively with 1:56 to go. And I don't think this has the carry. It does not. It's no good. And a costly one there as this game remains tied here in the 4th. What a tough spot to miss a kick. Just an absolute letdown.
Look, they got themselves in the field goal range, gave them a chance to take the lead. They come up empty, and now you wonder, will their offense ever see the football again?
Yeah, because on the other side, one through the post, and this thing could be over.
Lance trying to urge his offense to go quickly.
Oh, no, he lost the football. And the Cardinals have got it, going the other way. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started.
Well, partner, here it is. They've got the chance to win the game. You'd have to think they need to get it near the opposite 40 to have a chance to kick a game-winning field goal. We'll see what they can do.
And you're right about that, because if we look at it in macro, that's what it looks like. But I think in micro, the head coach has already asked the special teams coach, what is he feeling? What does he think? Where does he want the football? What's the yard line we have to get? And he's already relayed that to his quarterback and his offense. They know what the goal is. Now the key, can they get there?
And he will lose yardage on the play, back at his own 19-yard line. Now San Francisco going to call their 2nd timeout as the clock will stop with 45 seconds left to go in the game. On 4th down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. Shreds him with a stiff arm.
Well, on that punt, we've got a man shaken up. So as the medical staff takes a look, we'll step aside. Here's Lance. He'll get this into the hands of Ayuk.
And they'll get to him after a gain of 7 to the 47.
Lance looking to throw.
And some room to work.
On the move past the 40.
And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. 4 quarters not enough. We're all even, and to overtime we go.
How much fun is this for everyone who's watching the game? How much fun is it for us to see this one get an extra period to get settled?
And here in overtime, if the team that receives the ball scores a touchdown, it's over. If they don't, we can still have some more football.
That's exactly right. If they go down and kick a field goal, the other team gets a possession to either match it or score a touchdown to win the ball game. If both teams kick field goals, the next team to score wins. But if the receiving team throws a pick six or fumbles the ball and it gets picked up by the defense and they score, the game is over at that point.
From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And they'll get him down right at the 25-yard line, so the same result had he opted for the touchback.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway.
Well, they fought hard to reach this point, Charles, and now what an opportunity. They've got the ball first, a chance to take this overtime win away from the hostile crowd.
And you know, as the quarterback steps into the huddle, the first thing he's telling his team is, remember, we need 6, not 3. So we don't need a good drive. We need a great drive. And this is what they've been planning for. It's time to execute and take it downfield, even against all these odds.
Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll leave them with a 3rd and 3.
And Lance now to throw.
And he will slide to a stop. He does have the first down. 17 yards on the pickup there, and the drive will continue. Now a give, right side McCaffrey. And they go backwards here, losing yardage back at the 48-yard line. Looking at a 2nd and 11 now after the loss.
Shotgun now for Lance. Gets it out wide to Davis Price.
And he'll go down inside the 45 before going out of bounds. So a big play in this opening drive of overtime. Now looking at a 3rd and 3. They'll try and pick it up by running the option to the right. And that one going nowhere from the start as he's met in the backfield and goes backwards. Here comes the 49ers punter now. On for a very important punt here in overtime. And they won't risk defending a return here. That one's out of bounds, and it'll be spotted at the 14-yard line. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense.
Well, their defense, they did the important thing. They got the stop. They didn't allow a point, but now they're backed up here pretty far, Charles. Going to need a significant drive to try to get into position for the game-winning field goal.
Yeah, partner, don't you think that defense is on the sidelines right now saying, don't come to us with your problems about where you're starting? We did the important part. We kept them off the board, kept us in the ball game. Find a way to maneuver it downfield, at least get into field goal range, and get us a win.
On 1st and 10, here's Murray. And this is caught. It's Brown.
And he'll be brought down on the other side of midfield at the 43.
So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive.
They run it with Benjamin.
And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 45-yard line.
2nd and 12.
Murray now.
And this throw a bit late as he couldn't reach back for it.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. From the gun, Murray. Buying time to his left. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
Back-to-back incompletions of what was once a nice drive, stalled out here. I'm going to give credit to the secondary partner. Never gave up as they gave up a few yards, and they came through on that play to deny that pass and force the 4th down.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. Defense got the better of them last series, forcing a punt. See if they make a few changes in the game plan here and try to get points out of this drive. 1st and 10.
And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. They'll give it up to McCaffrey. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down. The last run got 9. That leaves him with 2nd and a yard. 2 minutes left in this overtime session, and still all tied. From the 44, Lance finding Samuel. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45.
Lance now on 1st down.
Oh, and it's intercepted. And some space here. And the return will be stopped at the 34-yard line.
This is Benjamin.
And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the 1st down run. He gets maybe 3.
Snap will come from the 31 on 2nd and 7.
They'll keep it on the ground. Benjamin. Now a timeout called for by the defense. They'll be left with just 1 remaining here at OT.
Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the 1st. From the gun, he'll hand this off.
And he's brought down short. 2 yards there, needed 4. Now a timeout called for by the defense. That's their 2nd and last timeout here in the overtime session. We'll be back. And he got it. The kick is good in overtime. He's able to split the uprights. And the Cardinals win it.
A lot more was on the line in this one than just defending your home field, CD. They defend their home field against a division rival and get the victory, so this one feels a little extra special.
It has to, right? There's always just a little more emphasis on games like this. Everyone talks about playing each game the exact same way, but you and I both know that is not true. Division rivals, you want to take care of business not just at home, but against a team that you really don't like very much too.
So for the Cards, it may not be too late to salvage their season as the win moves them to 2-5 now on the year. And they'll get another home date next week as the Eagles will come to town. Meanwhile, for the Niners, the loss will drop them to 6-2 now on the year. And they'll look to regroup next week as they head to MetLife Stadium to take on the New York Giants. So for our entire crew, alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Thanks for watching, everybody. We'll see you next.